This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for Thursday, November 7th, 2024. I'm Marek Mazurek. Evansville-based plastics manufacturer Berry Global Group this week announced the completion of the spin-off of its health, hygiene, and specialties global nonwovens and films business. That business has also merged with Glatfelter Corporation in Charlotte, North Carolina to create a new publicly traded company, Magnera Corporation. Plans for the spin-off were first announced by Berry Global in February, and the company said the merger creates the largest nonwovens company in the world. The newly created company operates 46 manufacturing facilities around the world that produce a variety of goods from home hygiene products to healthcare and beverages. Berry did not specify how many employees would be transitioning to Magnera, but Magnera noted that it has more than 9,000 employees worldwide. Multiple requests for more information from Inside Indiana Business were not returned. Magnera does not have any operations in Indiana, according to the company's website. An imaginative natural district near Plainfield is one step closer to being fully realized as Hendricks County officials officially opened a boardwalk project at the Echo Hollow Nature Park on Wednesday. Hendricks County planners envision Echo Hollow as a large-scale nature district with nearly 2,000 acres of space that will combine outdoor trails and a nature center with an RV park, a lodge, and art installations. Those features are part of a planned $53 million vision. For now, the opening of the park's Lake Loop Boardwalk project is worth celebrating. The boardwalk was made possible in part due to funds from the IEDC's READY Grant program. The IEDC says it has allocated $2.8 million in READY 2.0 funding for the park overall. Currently, Echo Hollow has a newly completed boardwalk, just over 5 miles of trails, picnic areas, and a 5.5-acre pond. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the Engage Indiana series, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. With an unrelenting focus on growing Indiana's economy, we'll dive into each region's unique challenges and distinct opportunities for growth. 9 regions, 1 goal. Indiana's bold future starts here. Discover more and register at ibj.com/engage.
Indiana University South Bend Chancellor Susan Elrod is retiring after 5 years in the role. As she prepares to leave South Bend, Elrod told Inside Indiana Business that she's most proud of raising the campus's profile in the Michiana region.
One of the very first things that I did was to orchestrate the purchase of the site that houses our Civil Rights Heritage Center. So that site was a former segregated natatorium or public pool. We were able to bring that property into the fold of Indiana University here in the community. And I think that sent a message to the community that I was a person who was interested in the community.
Elrod pointed to IUSB opening a nursing and radiography center and a center for innovation and entrepreneurship as other examples of programs that should leave an impact in the community well into the future. Once she retires, Elrod said she plans to consult with colleges on issues of how leaders deal with change. To read our full conversation with Elrod, head to InsideIndianaBusiness.com. Cummins Inc. on Wednesday marked the reopening of its Worldwide Technical Center Hub office tower in Columbus, which has been under renovation since 2021. The Cummins Technical Center, or CTC, opened in 1968, and the renovation project was the first major revamp of the building since its inception. Details of the company's financial investment in the project were not immediately disclosed. Cummins said in a news release that the newly renovated interior allows for enhanced collaboration and innovation. The 6-story tower includes 72,000 square feet of office space on 5 floors and has approximately 500 employees. The renovation included the addition of 2 social hubs as well as soft lab zones, expanded collaboration areas with 90 conference rooms of varying sizes, and upgraded lighting systems. And a man who says he was the chief financial officer for a West Lafayette artificial intelligence company is suing the firm and its founders after they allegedly denied he was part of the business and failed to compensate him for his work. Scott Moore, who filed the lawsuit last week in Marion County, says he has been serving as Blue Wave AI Labs' CFO since April of 2019, when founder Tom Grunwald and Gina Patterman Grunwald asked him to take on that role. But Moore alleges he's received basically no money for that work and was excluded from the company activities in 2023. Moore is suing Blue Wave for fraud and breach of contract. The Chief Transformation Officer at Community Health Network, Patrick McGill, is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast, hosted by Gary Dick, presented by PNC. A weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Marek Mazurek for Inside Indiana Business Radio On Demand.